Mark Footitt moved ahead of the rest in the wicket-taking charts in the LV County Championship with another 6, taking his tally to a very impressive 72, as his Derbyshire side had the better of the opening day of their latest match with Surrey at the Kia Oval, a day to be remembered forever by 18-year-old debutant wicketkeeper Harvey Hosein. Put in by Wayne Madsen, Surrey got off to a good start as they looked to put their remarkable defeat at the hands of Worcestershire last week behind them. That loss ended any chance that they had of earning promotion this year, and so this match may have had an end-of-term feel about it. There was no clue in the early stages that this was going to be a day dominated by the bowlers, as Rory Burns and Zafar Ansari opened up with a stand of 47 in 18 fairly drama-free overs. Derbyshire gave first-class debuts to both Hosein and Ben Cotton, and the former took the first of his record-breaking 7 catches as Ansari nicked off to Wayne White. Those two combined again to remove Burns, he going for 24 shortly after his opening partner had left with 22 runs to his name. Footitt had been wicketless in the morning, his 8 overs costing him 25 runs, but he struck with his 6th ball after lunch Stephen Davis with a back foot punch which went straight to Ben Slater in the covers. It was 2 in 2 overs for Footitt when he then had Vikram Solanki taken behind by Hosein to leave Surrey on 75 for 4. Jason Roy threatened briefly, making 14, but he then gave Hosein catch number 4 and Footitt his 3rd wicket in quick time. Footitt's next over had him to 70 championship wickets for the summer and a 5th fifer. Aaron Haranath was beaten for pace and LBW for 4. Before next ball, Gareth Batty glanced down the leg side to give Hosein, an 18-year-old from Chesterfield, a dream debut. He now had 5 catches and counting. When Stuart Meaker then gave the young man catch number 6, Footitt had taken 6 for 30 in an 8-over spell after lunch. And he was mighty close to his 7th for the first time in his career when Jay Dernbach tried to smash him into next week to the first ball he faced. Dernbach clearly decided that this was the way to play, and in the next over he middled a shot off White to earn a maximum. But 5 balls later he was on his way as he tried to play this shot from another pitch altogether and was bowled. That left Surrey on 130 for 9, and had this edge off the bat off Gary Wilson been caught, they would have been all out for the same score. Footitt denied that 7th wicket. With only last man Tim Linley for company, Wilson decided to chance his arm, and for a while it paid off. Footitt had his figures ruined a little by the Irishman, but the 28-year-old won't have minded too much. He has had a season to remember with 72 wickets in this competition alone, already having many people commenting that a place in the next Lions squad should be forthcoming. Wilson got to a 50 to at least help his side post something of a score. The skipper had used up 63 balls for this half-century, from which he'd struck 9 fours and watched 6 wickets fall at the other end. He was probably at a loss to explain why his team has suddenly learned how to collapse just at the wrong stage of the season. Wilson went on to make 70, a 6 off David Wainwright, seeing him score all but 1 run of a last wicket partnership of 51. Hosein enjoyed a memorable day, becoming the youngest keeper to take 7 catches in the championship and to equal Derbyshire's record of 7 catches in an innings by a man with the gauntlets. Bob Taylor did it twice. The dismissal of Wilson for 70 also gave Cotton his maiden first-class wicket. With Footitt taking 6 for 69, Surrey were all out for 181. Derbyshire starting their reply after tea and making very good progress through Slater and Billy Godalman. None of the Surrey attack could repeat the efforts of Footitt, and that allowed this pair to open up with a partnership of 62. The new ball again not reaping too many rewards, as was the case right at the start of this extraordinary day's play. These two batsmen were very much putting their side in control. But a full-length delivery from Meaker did for Godalman on 28, as he edged to Davis in the 16th over. Mika was charged up and a short ball was then taken on the body by new man Madsen, before Linley got one to straighten to have Slater LBW for 34 at 68 for 2. Cheteshwar Pujara flattered to deceive for a short while, trying to improve his game with time spent with the Shires. The Indian Test star hit some fours, not all of them off the middle, before he was dismissed for 16 by Linley, who then also had Wes Durston held in the slips by Burns, the bowler as ever celebrating as if this wicket was the one that had won the title, or indeed more. Durston departed for 4 at 115 for 4, and Surrey, led by Linley, was showing some fight. Madsen played the innings though that made sure that it was his side which ended this day on top. He perhaps shouldn't have been there at the close though, put down in the slips, although the chance was by no means an easy one. It would have been a simpler catch for a third slip, and so Wilson brought in Davis, and he held on well in that position to send Alex Hughes packing for 17. Hosein then ended an extraordinary day for him by batting out the last 25 minutes in support of his captain Madsen, who now holds the key as to how many runs his side gets ahead on first innings. He will go again on 48, made out of a total of 164 for 5, which means that the visitors will resume on the second morning only 17 runs behind their hosts in a game which has already moved on at a pace.